because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 yards.
Nice, sweetheart. He's checking. Crash. Watch safety creeping.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got him. Shift. Check four.
Rock it.
He's coming.
Shoot.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Reed.
You ain't got nothing. Kill.
Hey, orbit.
54.
Now.
Allen now looks to throw.
We want this.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Go.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You gonna see me and you know me. Hey, watch this.
Gone.
Check 43. Check.
Hit it.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
Big grip.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Set, ready? 18, Gator.
54, Mike.
Leo.
Watch the twist. Check 26. Check.
Get it.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Get ready.
Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Finding Knox there, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Recon, 130.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. Check 3.
Ready. 10 Lobo.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Here it comes.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the edge.
Hard.
Hatchet.
Let's go.
Now Hill. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Bound to lose 1.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go.
Hit it.
From the gun on third down, Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football, absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, switch gears. Check.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
60 outlaw.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
You're not ready.
49, check 49, check 49.
Sponge.
Ready.
Now a handoff looking right.
Lucky.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
That's 6, baby.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has. Showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script play.
And got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
You better bring it.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
We got double up.
Shift.
SOS.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Hey, Sam on. Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Go.
On second down now, it's Hill trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. On third down, it's Hill. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Get out of here, man.
Ready?
So the kick from here, a field goal, would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Clock now to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll run on first down. Hill. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go. Mike, 53.
Big grip.
On 2nd and 7. Lock. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Get it.
A final shot before half for Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Ito Smith in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camp. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down and a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is something.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some time.
See what happens. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll go again to Jones.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Topper!
Watch the ship. Kill.
Gone.
Here's Jones. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. Pull it together. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Shoot.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
53. Mike, 53.
I'm trying to collect.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Check.
Let go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill.
Back.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it.
Ready.
It's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move, seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Check. 53 is Mike. You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't get it. Pick up the ball. Check, 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 check. Hey, alert.
General West.
Switch, switch, switch.
Hit it.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Slam, slam, slam.
Leo. Leaf River.
They stick on the ground on 1st down with Hill.
Tighten up.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Number 53, Mike 53. I'm coming.
5.
Lock gonna throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it for... And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards.
Let's go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Pull the shotgun to give to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. back now at Soldier Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10.
Slam.
This is Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Jet 6-6, pull it high. Bam.
He's checking. Crash.
Shoot.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Mike's 54.
To throw on 3rd down, Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to break.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
61.
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
53's Mike.
Let's go.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
High 7. Hit it.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, watch edge. Check 43. Check.
Big rip.
Jones.
Run.
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
We go. 15 Lions. Hey, Charlie.
52, Mike, 52.
Five.
Clock now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be solid. And he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
58's the mic. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Hey.
He don't want it. Check 50. Check 50.
Watch twist. Watch the twist.
They'll go for it. It's locked. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well, understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lock. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Ready? 60
23 yards the pick up there. Lock now. 9 of 15 throwing the ball. 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now Lock. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ronald Jones His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
Let's go. Let's go now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one's not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Great job, man. Keep getting those touchdowns.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1.